job. Stay to the right.
Thanks, mate.
Already still on a lap.
Close more to gap to the top three.
Holy fuck. How was that lap so fast when you slid so much then?
Yeah, did you see that?
That was insane.
That's all the mech does is slide.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
Good luck all. KDM's in the line here up front.
Make sure I put the 5 on the set the old one.
Yeah, you've got to think about maybe pressure as well.
Come on. Track tempo. Sorry.
Oh, so you think
Go.
Get it. Isn't that Tana's fuel strategy?
Yep.
His is more forget and go.
I'm definitely in the
problems.
I'm definitely in the camp of max fuel and go.
Well, welcome along, boys and girls,
Yeah, you might have to. In the,
ladies and gentlemen, to the Austeam Racing GT2 Championship, being at round 8 for Watkins Glen. Drivers are all lined up with less than 2 minutes in readiness to select tyres, pressures, fuel loads, and get themselves all sorted out in readiness for this event. Watkins Glen is a fantastic track, but the loop's going to be pretty interesting to
I'm
see
starting
if
with
people
40
get
litres
through
and
there
bidding for
every time
120.
they get on board for that
You can
that
still
section.
change it.
But ideally,
I know,
we've
getting
got
tyres.
some great people,
Getting tyres
great
at the max fuel,
teams.
so
We're looking at 17 drivers, if
That
I'm
makes
reading
sense.
this right. And
Good luck, everyone.
we're all
Except
sort of wishing
everybody
them
who's
all
not in
good
a
luck
coaching.
for a great start.
That's the spirit.
So
everyone.
All the
I'll
best, guys.
shut up. I'll let you enjoy the
good
event,
luck all.
and we've got 30 seconds
Good luck,
to
everyone.
go. And I hope you enjoy.
Sorry in advance for when I glitch around.
KTM's on the right here.
KDM's assemble.
Oh yeah, you have glitched out. On my screen we both take a place.
Yeah. And you've cleared both your pit stops. Just stick together.
Reminder here that we have a lap 1 rule, so if the pass is going to be made in lap 1, it can be done, but it needs to be done clearly and cleanly to ensure no one ends up in the
I'll
dirt
just
fence
stay as
or
far
the
back as I
ditch.
can.
And if it's not done cleanly, then the aggressor, the passing driver, will be penalised.
brake pad 1 will work for this race, right?
Yeah, it'll be alright.
Green light, go, go, go.
There's
Okay,
the
well,
green.
oops then.
Let's see how they all flow through turn 1
Well, if it
and
makes you feel
head
better,
up the
I am
S's
using
to the
2.
top of the hill.
Yeah, I'm not usually Captain Aggressive on lap 1, but I thought, what the hell.
Bill's the captain. You're a racing driver.
So far, everyone's cleanly through the loop and coming around to complete that one. Got the hairpin coming up, which can be quite difficult if you haven't got your brakes offloads where you think you've got them. Riding with a Gallagher at the moment, that's Andy. Okay, we do have a yellow, just the other side of the loop. So we'll see how that's all forming together. Looks like 403, is it? Just to those who are interested, we're missing Wells at the moment. Looks like he's not made it to the start line.
Looks like a world of understeer through there, Bones.
Just shitload.
This particular race also has 2 pit stop requirements. At least one of those will be for fuel, maybe both will be for fuel, and tyres are up to the drivers and teams. See how that plays out as the race goes on. Oh, again a couple of bangs and bumps there as we approach turn 1. Looks like that was between Bank and Tanner. So it's still getting through cleanly at the moment, even though they've exchanged some paint. riding with H. Bevis at the moment in P4, just going up the hill through the S's, and he'll be lining himself up for the loop. Obviously right behind him is C. Gallagher, that's Craig Gallagher. So again, we've got Bevis H and Gallagher C, nose to tail. Sure Gallagher's are going to look to get around in the next lap or two. If not earlier, he's pulled out on the inside at the loop. No, it's not the loop, sorry. Still side by side. And I'm sure Bones is just waiting for the two of them to actually collide, but that's not happened. So interesting. It looks like Gallagher's backed out of that challenge this lap, but now he's got Bones right on his heels. Ellis in car 18, looks like he's done the fastest lap at the moment, and we're looking at lap 5. So he certainly poured that on, there's no doubt about it, as we watch 747 of H. Bevis come through the loop, turning right again, and again turning left. So we'll see how they come through the turn. Gallagher's dropped back by about 2 lengths. And then Bones is still about a length behind Gallagher. Looks like L. Bevis, Ellis and Baby, have dropped the field and just gone on their own at the moment. So they're just coming through the start-finish line while we watch, looks like Gallagher coming through the last turn before the start-finish line straight. So there's a bit of a gap on the boys at the moment. No one's in for their pit stop just yet. Here we go, Gallagher making a move in T1 over Bevis. Can he hold on to it? No, doesn't look like it. Bevis is still in front, so P4, Gallagher Charm C is in P5. Again, Bones is still, here we go, Bones is right behind the two of them, looking for an opening or an incident to enable that that car to get through. As we're looking back from Krusty to Bank at the moment, he's on the outside for the loop, and they both get through there at this stage nicely.
Seems to be the admin race.
It's a bit that way, isn't it?
Feel like I'm a bit of a cork in a bottle here.
Nice move. Hey, Hayden. I best had to drive off to avoid me sliding into you.
No, I wasn't sure if you were there or not, but I went in there too hot anyway.
Nice move, Bones.
They like Craigs, a little bit deep.
Thank you. Yeah, just a tad deep.
Bones has moved up to P4, so obviously made a couple of passes over Bevis and Drew Gallagher, and I see that Craig Gallagher in P7 at the minute. So we still have Bevis L in P1, followed by B Alice in P2, G Baby P3.
My fault, mate, not yours.
Sorry, mate, I tapped India.
Yeah, sadly it looked like H. Bevis just couldn't find his brake pedal on that one, and just obviously gave Bones a bit of a tap just to pick up another position. So we'll keep an eye on that. Bones is now in P8 at the moment, but not sure how much damage he's picked up on that. Stewards will look into that post-race, so the next couple of days they'll go through the replay, different camera angles, and just see you know, if there's a penalty requirement there or not. Now what that has done is put both the Gallaghers in top 5, so we've got Drew Gallagher in P3, Craig Gallagher in P5, so obviously that incident that had both H. Bevis and J. Bones involvement has created a bit of a opening for the Gallagher boys to get up past them. Coming through the loop at the moment.
For about 5 seconds.
P7 doing a sterling job. Nice quiet achiever at the moment, and in front of him is H. Bevis, so we'll see how that pans out. But Minnie Sanders, P8, he's also catching up with this group as well. Bank making a nice move, picking up another pace.
Bad luck, Bones.
Totally forgot this pit speed limit thing.
Upset Michael Massey.
Looks like Bones has headed down the pit lane for his first of 2 compulsory pit stops, but he's ended up getting out a DQ.
Yeah, I came screaming
Way
into
too fast through pit lane. Quite an unsafe entry, so that's a shame.
Backwards practices too.
It's a shame. It sounded like you guys were having a pretty good battle.
Turned up the engine back or something, Hayden.
Yeah, I chucked a couple of shoes out the back. It's lighter now.
Nice.
So Bevis is still pushing hard at the moment. He's got Mold on the back of him, trying to look for a slot at some stage to get by. Still no more shuffles in relation to pit lane entry other than Tanner and Henginger. And I do apologise if I've got the pronunciation wrong there. Currently been watching the Gallagher boys with Craig in P5 and Drew in P4.
Thanks, Tanner.
Like Bank and Mulder are doing a sterling job at the moment. Bank opening up a little bit of a gap there, not much, but it's starting to open up. So we'll watch how that performance goes throughout the rest of the night. Just hit the 57 mark, a minute mark, and just under 58 minutes left in the race. leader. Has Bevis going through the loop nicely at the minute. And sitting behind him is Alice in P2, Baby in P3, and then both the Gallagher boys, P in 4 and 5, with Drew in front of Craig, rounding out your top 5. Banker's doing a great job at the moment. He's pushing pretty hard to catch up with H. Bevis. So I'm not sure how his tyres can hold up. We're at the 55-minute mark of the hour's race, and that's 55 minutes to go. Riding with our leader at the moment, Lucky Bevis. Speed 1's just coming around. Makes his way up the hill in the S's. And we're looking at the older of the two Bevis partnership, his old man Hayden, who's currently in P6 and still holding quite a good role in that area. Obviously the slower of the two Bevis. Probably a good time to provide a reminder that this month on the 27th we have our ATR 1000 annual 6-hour enduro event coming up, and we've got the qualifying and a top 10 shootout on the 20th, the week before. This event will be broadcast live with a huge thanks to Hey McRae. Nick performed very well last night, providing a brilliant job on the 2003 annual event, and he's coming back this year, so be sure to drop on to the live event and show your support. Looks like Hayden Bevis has basically closed the gap on Craig Gallagher, so P6 and pushing up to try and obtain P5 from Craig, and obviously Craig's dropped back a little bit from his brother Drew, so the Gallagher boys still filling out P4 and 5, but still a long way to go. See Lockie's still holding, Lockie Beavers, P1, still holding the fastest lap after 15 laps, and B. Ellis in P2, only just under 300s behind Bevis, and then Baby another 300 behind, so they'll be pushing together to try and get back up to the back end of P1.
Thanks, Chop.
No worries.
There you're back. Craig, sorry.
Okay, Tanner has been through and completed both his compulsory stops. So he's pretty much,
disappearing
his
on
tyres become a problem, pretty
I've
much
been DC'd.
done now until the end of the race.
Hello, mate. I saw you
That'll be
disappear
one
for a
to
bit.
watch.
Battle.
I was holding my breath and it'd come back again, but not to say this time.
Need a modem restart.
Possibly. Don't know why some of these don't be a bit more flaky, but
Yeah, I'll turn mine on and off once a week.
I'll just start doing that again. Is that a bloody good race too? Anyway, all the best, guys.
Cheers, mate. Better luck.
Sounds like we've had another driver, unfortunately, out of the race with technical issues. So hopefully he'll get those sorted out for the next round of the championship that he's involved in. And I look forward to seeing him back on track as we noticed another driver, P15. Henchinger has done his compulsory pit stops. So he's coming out of the chute, back on track shortly. There he goes, back on track now. As we have the stats going on through P1 Bevis, P2 Bevis, 3 Baby, and 5 H Bevis. So both Bevis boys are in the top 5 positions at the moment. And then we've got Bank in 6, Mulder P7, Sanders in P8, Howes in P9, Quiet Achiever from Jeff there, and Hutchins in P10. Rounding the top 10 out. Then we've got P11 a Krusty, 12 Chop Father, 13 like Hutchins, and 14 Thanks, mate. Quite a tidy race so far. Looks like we're 18 laps in at the minute. Looking at L Bevis at the stage, it's car 474. Car 18 is Alice, and 47 Baby. Top 3 boys are doing a great job at the moment. You can see that Gallagher's now missing from P4 and 5, so where's he in the list for the minute? Looks like we've lost him. Looks like that's the other driver that we've lost. So sad technical issues have forced him out of the game, but he was sitting in P5 and doing a great job. So sorry to see him go, and hopefully he'll get that sorted out before the next championship event, be it GT3s or GT4s. Currently riding with Baby at the minute. Also doing a brilliant job in P3. Coming around the last bend before he starts heading down the start-finish straight here at WATKINS GLEN. The temperature is quite nice. Looks like the track's sitting at 33 and the temperature itself is around 25 degrees. So not a bad day for racing, that's for sure. Hayden Beavis at the moment, coming around T1. Got Bank made up a bit of a slot. Been going through the field quite nicely, so he's only, well, you can see he's not that far behind Beavis at the moment, so good luck to see how that goes. But I know Hayden does a very good job at making his car ride. Bank doing a great job at the moment. It's a little bit wide there through some of the pebbles and the rubber on the outside of that corner. As these both go around
How about Cressy?
almost side by side. Sideways, slower car on the track. Had an issue in
Yeah, that's like she was stopped
fuel,
smack bang in the middle of the
or
track.
if he's just accidentally hit his ignition switch.
The game
As
crash
we
has
go
taken
back
everyone
at,
out.
Bevis at the moment in 747. Bank has a nice run on Bevis. Hayden.
Nice chase.
So let's help. Yep, he's pulled out. Is he going to hold it there and hold the braking? And he does it. He does a pass. Oh, and he collected a little bit of curb there, which has forced him back behind Hayden Bevis again. So unfortunate. A little bit too much curb, sort of unsettled the car enough to lose a bit more of closeness with car 747.
Nice job.
Thanks, Jason. Okay, we can see that P1, Lockie Bevis has pulled into pit lane to do his first compulsory. So we'll see how that goes, and his old man's just headed down the same lane at this stage. So we're also watching H. Bevis currently in P5.
We are halfway through, keep pushing.
Okay, the washout from the pit lane run from 474 Bevis has put him out back on track in P4, so not a bad outing for him. And H. Bevis in 747 comes out in P7, so again hasn't dropped down. I think it's just 2 positions since running down that lane. Minnie Sanders has been a quiet achiever in P5 in his KTM number 151, so see how that happens, but again he hasn't made any of his compulsory stops yet. One I did miss is P3 Baby. He has made one of his compulsory pit stops, so interesting because he's currently in P3, so nice job there. But Drew Gallagher has put himself up into P2, but again still needs to do both of his compulsory stops. Talking about Tanner in 742, P12 at the minute.
Unlucky
He's
shot.
done both his stops, but currently sitting 2 laps down
That's
from
all right.
our leader in
He screwed the setup
P12. But again, doing
up
a great
before the race
job at
started.
this stage.
Clipped the brake ducts in the wrong direction, so having problems with overheating brakes.
No good.
And Lockie Bevis has pushed his way through to P2 as we see Gallagher completing his first of 2 compulsory pit stops. Currently now sitting in P6 behind H. Bevis in P5. Jeff House has been doing a great job up into P4, but again compulsory pit stops, has not had any completed just yet. But doing a sterling job on track at the moment. But he does have, obviously, Hayden Bevis behind him in P5, who's done one of his stops and hopefully is going to look to make a clean pass either when Jeff goes down pit lane or he catches up. Hopefully Jeff can hold his position and hold his own. And as I say that, Glory Baby has done his second compulsory. He's come out in P7, so he's now all green for the rest of the run home.
Unlucky man.
You're doing well. You're looking for a top 10 now.
Okay, as I say that, we've got House that's just come down the chute, so he'll be doing his first compulsory pit stop, and he'll have one yet to do.
Something funny going on tonight.
33 minutes just over left of track time, and we'll see how this goes as Lockie is now back in P1 but does still have a second compulsory to finish, whereas Ellis in P2 has done both his compulsories. Beautiful throttle control there from Al Bevis as he goes around the track. Seems to have that car hooked up on rails. It's flogging along quite nicely as he's notched up 26 laps already, but one compulsory to go. And now we've got H. Bevis in P3 with one compulsory to go. So this is interesting for those teammates who are competing together in the ATR 1000, scheduled on the 27th of this month, with qualifying and top 10 shootout the 20th, the week before, and both the top 10 and also the main event on the 27th will be live broadcast by Hey McRae. And we really say thank you to Nick for coming back this year, who did a fantastic job at last year's ATR 1000. So fantastic to have him back, and be sure to get down and have a look at that when it streams live. Just looking through the field, we've got most people still with one compulsory lap pit stop to do, and 5 drivers that have done both, and are out there potentially for the rest of the race.
Bad luck, Richie.
Mulder's picked up a stop and go, 30-second penalty, and I dare say that's for speeding through pit lane on one of his stops, so he'll need to sort that out. But yeah, unfortunate. The stewards are pretty much on the ball when it comes to your speed, and you need to get it down to 50 kilometres an hour through that lane from point 1 to point B.
Yes, mate.
Okay, Ellis in P2 is now notched up the fastest lap for the race, and as we watch L. Bevis going through in P1 over the start-finish line, and then we've got his old man H. Bevis in P3 with one compulsory to finish. Drew Gallagher P4, again one compulsory to finish. Glory Baby in P5 with all his stops done. T-Bank with one to go in P6. Minnie Sanders, quite achiever. He's currently sitting in P7th with one compulsory to go. Jeff House, P8 with one to go. R. Mulder has done both his pit stops, but sadly got a speeding infringement, so we'll need to go back through and get that sorted. Tanner, all stops are done, P10. Chopfather with one compulsory in P11. Hutchinson P12 with one to go, and looks like Hanjager with all compulsory pit stops completed, sitting in P13. Riding on board with Bevis again in P1, that's Lockie Bevis, doing a sterling job at the moment. Very good throttle control as he comes around that corner, lines himself up nicely for the next one, comes in nice and close, kisses the curb, throttles back out nice and gently. The last turn just before the start straight, he's now again just hugging that corner as he's coming around. Great job. Looks like it might be Bank in front. Oh no, it looks like Jeff Howes, so he's made way for our leader to go through, so great sportsmanship there.
Sorry, Jace.
So you coming?
No, you broke. I was surprised you braked a little bit earlier than I expected. Thanks, Steve.
Watching Hayden Bevis come around the last corner at the moment. Let's see if he slings into pit lane, which is going to be a no. He's still staying out, yet has one to go. This driver here, Bank, has really surprised me. He's done a sterling job all night, staying out of trouble and just being consistent. So nice little achievement as they go through from Bank Racing. So well done, Turb, and look forward to seeing how you go in the next event that comes around.
That's just.
Just watching Drew Gallagher come around that last bend. You don't want to be out there too wide with the amount of pebbles or rubber that's sitting on the track. So nicely done, got by one of the back markers and hurtling his way through in P5. Ellis still holding the fastest lap here at Watkins Glen, currently in P2 in the car number 18. Now he is our 2023 GT3 champion, so in the GT3 sports the number 1, which is what he's entitled to run, or he could choose to run his own number, but that number that he would normally run is reserved to allow him to go back to his number if and when he was moved on from the position of champion.
Thanks, Matt.
If anyone's struggling with my last name, it's Heckingo, or just call me Heck for short.
Ah, heck.
H. Bevers in P4 doing a sterling job, but still hasn't gone in for his second compulsory at the minute. So it'll be interesting where that lands through the next 21 or less minutes.
Cheers, mate.
Okay, at the moment, as you can see, all we've got left is P1 Bevis, Lockie to do his compulsory, along with his old man Hayden Bevis in P4, also to do a compulsory, and our quiet achiever in P5 Bank, who's got one pit stop to complete. Mulder's cleared his stop and go and still sitting in P9, so great effort from Mulder.
Okay, Hayden Davis heading down pit lane for his last compulsory pit stop, and we'll see how that shakes up when he gets back on track. Just under 15 minutes left of this race, and as I say, Lockie Bevis is still to go down the chute to finish his second compulsory pit stop as we watch Drew Gallagher going hard on the outside. Let's see if he sticks it. No, falls in behind again, but again he's done the undercut, crossover, nicely done from Gallagher. And I think he'll just pick up another spot from there as we see that Bevis and Bank are the only two left that needs to be able to do a compulsory. So that looks like it was made a pass on Bevis as he's sitting in P5 at the moment. And I can see his old man in front of him. I'm assuming that's him.
Sorry to interrupt that battle.
Nah, it's not a battle. I've got no tyres left. Got a funny feeling the bloke there has changed his tyres.
Winnie. Nice timing. You know, mate.
Lockie Bevis, P1, doing a sterling job. Still yet to have one of his pit stops cleanly completed. So he and also in P4 Bank is still to get through and finish their second compulsory pit stop. All other drivers have completed theirs. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can get a big enough gap in P1, Lockie Bevis, to get that stop done and go. He's going in now, is he? Yep, he's in pit lane, so he's gone down the chute trying to clear that last pit stop. So let's have a look at where Ellis and Baby come out of the event as Lockie Bevis completes his compulsory or his last compulsory pit stop. Okay, Bevis has completed his stop. See if that closes up the gap. At the moment he's showing as coming out in P1. Bevis, oh no, he's dropped down to P2, putting Ellis in the front, and Ellis also holding the fastest lap of the track so far. So Bevis is now, Lockie Bevis, so I get it right, is now into P2 at the minute. And I dare say he's going to have Glory Baby on the back of him to chase that P2, P3 order out. A lot of respect there shown by Tanner, who's allowed Breno Ellis around in P1 without too much of a delay or interference. So nicely done there.
Yes. Nice, Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to try and go inside, but I was a bit too slow getting there. Sorry about that.
No, you're all right, mate.
.40 laps completed, and we've still got 7.5 minutes to go. And P1 is Ellis, P2 Lockie Bevis, P3 Baby, 4 is Bank, who's yet to do his compulsory, last compulsory, and Gallagher rounding out the P top 5.
Thanks, Josh. Didn't hit you this time.
Thanks, Minnie. House moving right across on the straight, but allow Hayden Bevis through. But I wouldn't have done that. I would have taken Bevis out accidentally, of course.
I don't think it'd matter. I'm struggling to get up the hill on the line because my tyres are shot.
Yeah, mine are pretty rubbish too.
Oh, let me just get down there.
If you can just drive a bit slower, Hayden, that'd be nice.
Yep. No, I'm not.
Hayden, where'd you go?
Did I drop off?
Oh, you're
Still see everybody else,
vanishing
Jeff.
and coming back.
Oh, don't tell me there's another DC coming.
Yeah. It's back to normal again. Hopefully it holds on for 5 minutes.
For those watching the event, if you want to get to know a little bit more about Austeam Racing, just head to hwts//. That'll be austeamracing.com.au, and you can have a bit of a read about us. Those who already know about us, if you have any comments or views or questions or even about the broadcast, feel free to email us at info@austeamracing.com.au. And for the last time, I'll take this opportunity to send out a reminder to everybody that this month we have our annual ATR 1000 6-hour enduro on the 27th of October, and the week prior to that, on the 20th, we'll be having a qualifying and top 10 shootout. Top 10 shootout, and also the main event will be broadcast live from Hey McRae, who did a sterling job for us last week, and Nick's coming back last year, and Nick's coming back this year to broadcast obviously the event. So I look forward to seeing him back again as well in the booth. Thanks very much, and yeah, if you're not doing anything around that weekend, be sure to come back and have a look.
Ever seen James Bond? He's flicking some switches.
Yeah, watch out for the oil on the banana in a second.
It's the only way that Porsche's getting anyway.
Stay tight, right?
Cheers, Jeff. That's the pracky going for the 1000, Jeff.
I'm sure Lockie had a little bit of a paint exchange with the wall on that last corner. Not sure tyres are still going okay, but yeah, I'm sure he drifted out a little bit too wide there. Doing a great job, P2, with Breno and Ellis in P1, followed by Baby in P3. Bank, who's yet to do his last compulsory pit stop, is in P4. Gallagher at P5, the other Bevis, Hayden, is in P6. Minnie Sanders 7, Mulder 8, Howes in 9, Tanner in 10. Then we've got Chop Parther in the 11, Heck in 12, and Hutchins in 13.
How was that bump, Glory?
A little bit bumpy. You see that? Almost did a 10er.
Under a minute to go, and no changes that I can see in the standings at this point in time. I think everybody's just trying to make sure they complete the race, and the leader, as you may have heard, is on the final lap now. So we'll see how Ellis completes without any issues or slips, mistakes, errors. And I'm sure Bevis is keen to see that happens. But great job on Lockie Bevis throughout that race. He's done a sterling job, and well done. Also, Baby, who's done well as well.
I need you to come and pass me, Breno, or I'm not going to make it on fuel.
That's over.
Oh, no, I might be okay. Yeah.
Oh. Alright, I didn't realise that was you.
Yeah, it was me.
I was going to say, drive behind him, make him do another lap.
Well, if I was going that slow, I think I'd be right. I got 1.5 laps left according to my gauge. It should go.
If I could stay
Got
behind,
more
I
than
think
me.
the other guys would get me.
Are you a bit low, Jeffrey?
Yeah, a little bit.
Welcome to Sir Hack Fuel Station. I have 40 litres to spare.
You might have got that wrong.
I saw the fuel for the donuts afterwards. It was just so much.
That's it.
Okay, our leader's rounding the last bend at the moment on the start-finish straight, and no doubt will be taking the checkered flag. So great finish for Ellis, who again still holds the fastest lap on of the night. Looks like we've got L Bevis in P2. H Bevis is finished in P6, and there goes L Bevis flickering his lights to give the driver in front a bit of hardship. And then looks like we've still got a couple of people to go through. House finished in P9, Hutchins in P13, Baby in P3. Well done to first, second and third for the podium, as looks like everybody gets to celebrate their finish.
I don't think I've ever done that. Where's your car? I'll have a look.
Did both of you change tyres or no? Lucky you changed tyres, did you?
I changed.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was probably pushing a bit too hard in the
So thank you very much for joining us this evening for our GT2 championship here at round 8 for Watkins Glen. Wonderful to have you guys come along and listen in, and hopefully it hasn't been too monotonous for you. And a great job by our drivers to get through that one. It's a fast, enjoyable track, but it can be quite lethal if things go wrong. So we'll just again thank everyone for watching. Give a shout out to the Sim League, who are our server providers and look after our stats and championship listings. So thanks very much for that, and we wish everybody else a good evening, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, that might be the case. I sort of just get you lap by lap. I'm like, yeah, I think your tyres are a bit unhealthy.
Significant braining on the front. And moderate on the front left.
There's clearly the difference in our driving style, because I had significant front right on both ends.
And light blistering on the front left.
I had severe. That word? Severe, and the back to the light.
Yeah, what you said, Mini, are exactly the same.
Light.
Yeah, my one's light.
I just want to say, don't watch my lap 3. I'll stop.
I tried to
What
hook up
did you-
the tyres with the one shot.
What TT did you run?
R1.
Yeah, same. I tried 0 practically beforehand and
I'm jumping off gilded. That was a good one, guys. That was rough. catch back up.
Sorry to bore you into turning.
Yeah, thanks guys.
That's all.
Thanks everybody. See you soon.
You've been
Anna.
really-
You're a funny bloke, mate. There?